Hello, my name is Btw and my main goal is to speak English very fluently, and my second goal is to spread awareness and positivity. So I know from many days I haven't posted a single video, but today I came up with a very strong topic, and you can't say that this is a topic, but this is a very strong case study. So if you are seeing something at my back, this thing, sorry, this thing, so that is the thing prepared by me, made by me, and I am going to post that video after 2 to 3 days, and that video will come up on my second channel. The name is Btw Das, and in that channel I generally put videos like blogs or story kind of thing. So let's start our today's topic. So today's topic is about corruption which are happening on food sector, and sorry, there are many things which are happening in food sector on big scale basis, like on big companies, big brands, but I don't want to talk about them because um, I'm not into big companies sector, but I'm into local market sector, because we have food business from a long period of time, and we may have still continue that this food business after many years. So you also pray this thing, and I am also praying this thing, because no one want to lose their source of income. So let's start our topic. So there are many things corruption which are happening in food sector, but unfortunately people don't aware of that. How people would know? Because they do not belong to food sector business. They belong to different business sector. Someone does job, someone does business, other sector business. But don't worry, you are not unfortunate, you are fortunate that I am in, not I am, our family in food sector business, and I know what are the dark things which are happen in food sector. So today I will share those things with you, and if you are judging after listening these things of mine that they also doing same kind of thing, but listen to me. If we are doing those kind of thing, those food corruption, those what we say, ghaplami, then we would be very rich, but unfortunately we are not rich. But I am going to reach. I have this goal that after 5 year I am going to reach, and I don't know by my family business or how, I don't know, but my goal is to reach. So anyways, some casual talks is aside, let's start our main topic. So in big sector, in big companies, there are also many corruptions which are happening, but there are many things which are happening in local market, and many people are also a part of local market. They feed their children's stomach by selling things on local market, and many people also consume local market things. So there are two kind of things in local market, buyer and seller. So I don't want to kick anyone's stomach, but I want to show you the real truth which is happening in local market. And by the way, this is my third take or fourth take, I don't know, but because my English is not that fluent, so you may have little bit disturbance. So I am asking a very like polite forgiveness from your side. So let's start our topic. This may be third time. Let's start our topic. So anyway, so what happen in market is that if price of chana dal is 80 rupees, and the price is not 8 rupees, a little bit less than 8 rupees, but for example I am taking 80 rupees. So in current market the price of chana dal is little bit 80 rupees, but suppose 80 rupees. And if one person will make, what we say, chana dal besan, if a person will make chana dal besan, so obviously he will go to mill, then he will grind that chana, and generally it takes 3 rupees additional cost, that a person who works at mill and human labor and electricity and machinery charges, so generally it takes 3 rupees additional cost. And if that person will sell that besan, obviously he will add some more profits margin into that. So obviously here it comes that if that cost price of that besan is 83 rupees, then he would sell wholesale wholesale price of that besan is 85 rupees, and retail price obviously going to be a little bit higher, around 90 rupees in current market I am saying, but many people sell at much higher price and some people may sell at low price. So what happens, the main problem happen is that the price of chana dal besan, I gave the calculation of that besan 80 rupees, 83 rupees, and if you are going to sell at 85 rupees, so obviously this is the pure calculation. But the real fraud happens here, that if the price of that besan is 85 rupees, a person is selling at 70 rupees, 65 rupees. Chana dal besan, not other besans. Other besans are, I don't know what we say besan in English, but I am saying besan. I know my audience is in India, they understand very well. So many people sell besan at 65, 50, 45, 40, so 35. So cost price of that chana dal besan is 85 rupees, and some people are selling chana dal besan at 35 rupees, 40 rupees. So where that price is coming? You think that if this thing are happening, so from where these products are coming, and they are selling at this price like from many years. So obviously they are not going to sell their house for doing business. And if someone would do this kind of thing, so for how much days, so how much time they would, after a certain period of time, after doing many losses, they ultimately get into beggar. Get into beggar. So from where this price coming from, you think? So this is the thing I am going to share with you. So generally what happens is that price of the 8 minute 42 second. So what happens that the price of that chana dal is the price of that chana dal is 80 rupees. Chana dal is 80 rupees, and they add other dal with that chana dal. And you may think that this is not that bad, not that harmful for our health. Obviously they are adding other dals, and obviously there is some kind of cheating happening with us, but still it's little bit safe. It's safe for our health. And to reduce more cost price of that besan, they also add rice into that besan. Like they say, they add chana dal, a certain amount of chana dal percent, and certain amount of what we say, other dal, like we say khesari. I don't know, in India we say khesari. So khesari dal, and they add rice. So these three things, generally these three things in our market, these three things are uh, grinded in mill. Grinded. So so obviously this is not that bad, but the real thing comes when a person is selling besan at 35 rupees. The price of the chawal, the price of the rice is 35 rupees. So from where that price coming from? In market, uh, ch- rice powder is 40 rupees in retail price, and wholesale price of rice powder is 35 rupees. So where that 35 rupees besan coming from? My father and I also got confused where he is getting this kind of price. So obviously this is very danger for our health, that he must doing some very dirty mixing up with besan. So this is the very wrong things, and here is the fault of also customer, and here is the fault of seller. So here is the fault of every person in market. If customer would demand that I want more cheaper and more cheaper price, then from where that price will come from where that businessman come up with that price, cheaper price? So obviously they would do mixing up things, corruption things. And if he would not do mixing up things, then the seller, shopkeeper, he want more profit margins. So he just order to businessman that I want cheap quality things, and when he will sell those things in market, and he would say that this is the best quality things, and uh, customer would, like, customer do not do any kind of scientific test of those products. So this is the system which is happening in market. If customer is demanding at lower and lowest price, so from where that shopkeeper would arrange that price? So obviously he is saying to business like wholesaler that I want more cheaper, and the wholesaler who is preparing besan, he also do like mixing up things. So this is the system which is happening in market. And if you are still desiring to have pure things, then you are also ready for paying extra. But how much extra you would pay? A businessman want at least 2 rupees, 2 rupees or 3 rupees extra by looking current expenses, current inflation in India. So the businessmen want 2 to 3 rupees per kilo. I am talking on local market basis. So a person generally charge 2 to 3 rupees profit margin. But people, if people would know that, people are going to say we will only give you 1 rupees, or you just give me at cost price. Obviously people are also greedy, buyer is also greedy. So this is the system which is happening, and this is the wrong cycle which is happening with us in India. And in my opinion, the real solution of this thing in the hand of government. If government would more and more strict about food regulatory, then this problem would not happen. But government is not in very much strictness in local market. By consuming bad food, people are also having short lifespan, artificial sweetener, fertilizers. And by having this kind of things, people are also not satisfied, and they also do mixing up things, like they mix this and that, and they reduce price of that thing, and the buyer is also get very greedy. Wow, we are getting, and wow, we are getting this much cheap product, and buyer is not buyer is also not using their brain from where that product comes from. And in my opinion, if you are paying a little bit more money, you are having little bit good quality product. And this is the thing I shown up from many years. And obviously you won't get pure things at high price also, but you would get a little bit better price, sorry, a little bit good product. And yes, by having bad foods, uh, like I said, that mixing up things, uh, people also reduce their lifespan, but ultimately the profit is going to government. When people would eat this bad kind of food, people would have short lifespan, people would go to gym, sorry, people would go to hospital, and medicine would be sell, more medicine would be sell, more doctor would earn more money, more taxes. So the ultimate loss is going to normal middle class person, or normal people, who normal consumers, I forgot that word, normal consumers. Ultimately this is not right thing, and this is beyond ethics. So in my opinion, government also take a strong step on this thing. And you can't do nothing, I can't also do nothing. If we will sell pure things in market, like we are wholesaler, if we would sell pure things in market, that shopkeeper, the person who sell the product, he will sell that, say that people don't understand the thing, people only search for cheap and cheap things. So these are the very sad reality which is happening in today world. And I know at beginning of this video I was very energetic, but now I am very slow and I am exhausted. I know, for me, speaking English is a tough task for me, but I am into this journey to make my English so fluent that this would come into my mind like flawlessly. So anyways, for today this much, and I don't know how I express those things. I know in Odia, if I would say this thing, in Hindi if I would say this thing, I would make you understand more clearly. But unfortunately I am not going to make videos on Hindi or Odia, because there are also some ethics which I follow. And in future I also come up with this kind of thing, and I hope at that time I would more fluent in English, so that you can understand more clearly this topic. And but I know, however, you have some rough information. And for today, thank you so very much. Bye bye.